What are you doing right now? It's your reality. Make it up. It's like
Hey, welcome to the Jackie Jett Show. I'm Jackie Jett. I'm your cable TV man whore. I'm your homo host, the Jaw. But you know, my friends just call me the Jow. I want to thank you all for keeping vigil and visionary since our last show. We really appreciate those kind emails. Many of you know the show initially started as an experiment by my psychiatrist after my second nervous breakdown. It was to help me let go of my ego in order to help me maintain one and only one personality. Obviously, that experiment failed dramatically and drastically. But what has evolved out of this experiment is simply this, is our new lifelong goal to get into the Guinness Book of World Records as the gayest show on Earth. So, what's on the homo buffet, you might ask tonight? And I might say to you, we've got some freaky stoner videos. We have an aging boy band. We have my very first experience of me fondling breast. We also have my very favorite secretary in the whole wide world. We also have a special goodnight serenade from a Klingon. So let's not dilly-dally with a chitter-chatter. So let's get up, let's put our freak on, and let's go to the zoo with a video from Rawbone from Perth, Australia. We'll be right back. Did you enjoy that zoomorphic experience? Didn't it make you realize that the trouble with life is there is no background music? I mean, think about it. How much cooler would life be if there was a background soundtrack to all that we said, all that we did? That would be so special. You know, I'm sniffing something, I'm smelling something. Someone out there is making my very favorite macaroni and cheese with a small scoop of albacore tuna. It smells so great. I'm sorry. I just got lost in thought for a moment. And it was very unfamiliar territory.
In the sea.
We'll be right back.
Lily Valentine Productions presents the new CD of original songs by Geppetto and Shawn.
Hi, I'm Geppetto.
Hi, I'm Shawn.
We're Geppetto and Shawn.
I've got an elbow named Hank.
I've got an earlobe named Frank.
when they get together, it's money in the bank. I've got an elbow named Hank.
I've got an earlobe named Frank.
And when they get together, it's money in the bank. I've got an elbow named Hank.
I've got an earlobe named Frank.
And when they get together, it's money in the bank. Some people have nice faces. Some people have nice bodies. Some people have nice faces and nice bodies. Some people have nice faces. Some people have nice bodies. Some people have nice faces and nice bodies. Magita, Titarita came into my life. Magita, Titarita wants to be my wife.
When you're walking down that red hot sidewalk, slipping and a sliding on that hot sidewalk, watching your baby far away across the street, running up beside her, and suddenly you think, I got trouble in my mouth. I got some trouble in my mouth.
Yes, you too will have trouble if you don't act today and get the brand new original music CD from Geppetto and Shawn. All plastics are guaranteed not to be real simply for the manufacturer of the CD Manufacturing Club of America Incorporated will be inconclusively edited out of your t-shirt.
Hey, by the way, that Geppetto and Shawn CD really fries the bacon. You know, if you want to find out more about Geppetto and Shawn, you can visit our website at www.jackiejett.com or our sister website, www.funkyshopping.show.com, or you can simply go to Singapore. You know, after my most recent nervous breakdown, I considered plastic surgery, but decided that it would be much more economical to just purchase massive quantities of alcohol and consume them prior to looking at myself in the mirror. Here in the state of Texas, where bigger is always better, titties are no exception. So let's talk about breast. Let's talk about breast augmentation. And I want you to know that it's okay during this next segment to fondle your own breast, as long as you're not in the state of Oklahoma. Watch this.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, booby, dill, and thyme for a one-on-one interview on the Jackie Jett Show. Plastic surgery. I haven't had any, really. If I had, I'd look better than this. For over 20 years, our next guest has been in private practice in the plastic and cosmetic surgery field. He has seen more breasts come and go than I care to imagine. This is what I really love. He's been voted by his peers in Dallas as the top plastic surgeon. And this is even cooler. He's married, he's a father of two, avid sports fan, maintains an interest in dance, music, and art. Very well-rounded individual. A fine example of the heterosexual community. Welcome, Doctor. Welcome to the Jackie Jett Show.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure.
Let's talk about breast, because it's a subject I just can't seem to talk about enough. Let's say for a moment that I'm a woman. Let's say for a moment that I'm a attractive woman, a beautiful woman, a very incredibly beautiful. Let's say I'm Miss America. And I come to you and I say, doctor, here are my breasts. I want my breast out to here. What do you say to me or do to me?
Well, the first thing I would do is spend a few minutes to get an idea of if you're based in reality.
Oh. So you go through the psychology of the what do you expect out of bigger boobs?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And so then we get through that and then
I want to explain to the person what the risks are, what the options are, find out how active they are in life. We'll show some before and after pictures and give them an idea what realistically the recovery is like, and then proceed from there.
give them the boobs.
Give them the boobs.
Good deal. My God. Those women go through a lot to get those boobs. One of the things, doctor, I wanted to ask you about, which has been in the news a lot lately, is Michael Jackson. And I'm not claiming that he's had any plastic surgery, because he says that if we think he's had plastic surgery, then we ourselves are ignorant. And if there's one thing I don't want to be in this life, is I don't want to be considered ignorant by Michael Jackson. I just couldn't live with myself over that.
Right.
But I have my replica of little Mikey Jackson here. And
It's very realistic.
And I want you to look at him and tell me, what if this were Michael sitting here, what would you point out that you think looks a bit odd about him?
Well,
Michael, this is Doctor.
Michael, it's a pleasure, and he's missing his white glove.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem. Well, I think Michael's got a memory problem, and we all know that's okay. He'll get some more.
Yeah.
We know that recently on his television interview, he claimed to only have had 2 nose surgeries, but I think that's all that Michael can remember, because as a plastic surgeon, it's obvious that he's had many, many, many nasal procedures, and he's had so much surgery that the scar tissue in the blood supply has caused what we call a nasal cripple, that he really has nowhere else to go. He's kind of reached an end stage because he has no natural skin left to cover the end of his nose.
Doctor,
Yes?
do you have any children?
Yes, but I don't want you to come close to them, Michael.
Not even, you not want to bring them to Neverland?
No, but I'd like to come myself and see your giraffe.
Oh, forget it. Okay, thank you so much. Mikey, go back to bed. Go back to bed. There'll be someone there later.
Put him in the closet. I mean,
Right. A serious question now. As ladies get older, their breasts start going down to here, right?
Sure, yes.
And is there anything that can be done to lift them back up here? And if so, shouldn't there be a law mandatory that they have that done? Because it makes me queasy. Sometimes at dinner, I will see a woman walk in and the breasts are down to here. And I'm thinking, why doesn't she throw them over her shoulder or something to where, that's
Sure.
It's just not right.
It's probably a good thing there aren't more nude beaches here.
Let's get off the breast for a second. Okay, I'm not Miss America. I'm simply Jackie Jett. And I'm Jackie Jett, a plain and simple country boy with a country show. And I come to you and I say, Doctor, I'd like to extend my penis from its current 11 inches to 14 inches. By the way, you can reach me at www.jackiejett.com. And what would you say to me if I came to you and said, I'd like to go from 11 to 14?
Well, I would say that it's a difficult process, that there's nothing simple, and that it's a dangerous thing. Now, it's possible to make the penis larger, but it's not as simple as all the advertisements would lead one to believe.
Now, you brought some breasts for us.
Yes.
Can I feel them?
Oh, please do.
Tell me what I've got. Is this gonna
It
squirt
won't
juice?
explode in your hands. No.
It won't.
No. But this is a silicone implant.
Look at me, I'm feeling off a girl.
And this is a saline implant, and they feel a little bit different, but they're designed to do the same thing.
I'm heterosexual. I'm heterosexual. I'm heterosexual. It's not working.
How's it feel?
No,
Doesn't
it's
work.
Not, if it doesn't work. But let me try the smaller ones because I'm used to those. Oh my God! Now, what's the difference between the ones I just had and?
Well, those are smooth,
Uh-huh.
and the others have a rough surface, and they're called textured implants.
Can these be used as flotation devices at sea?
I think they could, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I'm ever
So
thrown
you have
overboard,
to grab onto a flight attendant.
right?
Yes.
So that's the trick.
That's
So you go looking for, if you're thrown overboard, this is a lesson, ladies and gentlemen, you don't learn this on any program. This is a lesson, oh my God, sitting right here is, I don't know if we can show this or not, because it just seems like, this is a
before and an after
before
picture.
and an after.
Sure. And
That is amazing.
These
And that
women,
has-
this woman here has had saline implants.
Well, I think that we've learned a lot today. I think that we've learned that I'm so gay that no matter how long I hold these, I'll never turn into a heterosexual. Also, I think we've learned that if you are in a plane crash, that try to find the woman with the perkiest breast, because you'll know that they're most likely artificial, and you can use them as a flotation device. It may save your life. Thank you, Doctor, so much for sharing those things with us. To you, our viewers,
My
I would
pleasure.
like to say, please don't change that channel. Don't change that channel, or seriously, a group of Jehovah's Witnesses will appear at your door, and I promise you this, they'll never leave. Thank you.
I believe that the link between humans and their ancestors is real.
Hey, look everyone, it's Sister Billy Freakazoid. Sister Billy Freakazoid has dropped by for a little visit. You know, we just saw that video on breast augmentation, and I'd like to ask you, Sister, how do you like your ladies' casabas? Do you like big casabas, small casabas, medium casabas, or as in my case, no casabas at all? Well, you know, we just want to reiterate that we are not claiming in any way that Michael Jackson has had any plastic surgery whatsoever. Michael Jackson says that we are ignorant if we think he's had plastic surgery. I don't want Michael thinking I'm ignorant. I would like to say to you, Michael, though, never underestimate the power of ignorant people in large groups. Sister, I would like to ask you, are you any relation at all to Michael Jackson? Well, the only reason I'm asking is because you're both incredible musicians, you're both amazing artists, singers, dancers, and you both suffer from vitiligo. So there's no relation there. Hello? Oh, okay. Well, here's hoping that our next video visual will do something to your je ne sais quoi, 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 quoi. Sister has some comments that she'd like to make on that Hudson Meredith video short. You know, Paul, can you come in, please, and translate for us? Because Paul is fluent in the lost language of mime rap. Sister, can you tell us, please, tell our viewers out there what your review of Hudson Meredith's video was? Go ahead.
Whole enchilada.
Whole enchilada.
Whole taco.
Total taco.
Combo burrito.
Combo burrito.
Cerveza with lime.
Cerveza with lime.
Full order of super nacho.
A full order of super nachos. Well, many of you who have seen the show before, you know of my fascination, obsession, compulsion with secretaries. You know I love everything about them. I love the way they dress, the way they smell, the way they eat, and the way they take dictation. I love everything about them. My favorite secretary in the whole wide world is none other than Dottie Grant. This woman is Mother Earth. This woman is Mother Canada. Please allow me to introduce to you Miss Dottie Grant.
Dottie Grant is my name. I'm a secretary. To some people that means just numbers and letters, taking dictation and typing. Well, it's more than that to me. The work that passes through my hands means work for men in factories, keeps railroaders busy shipping our goods, and gives salesmen something to sell. My job is important to many people, and to me. I'm glad to say that I enjoy doing it as well as I can.
Don't you think that Dottie Grant is just about the sweetest thing on the face of the earth? I know that I do. If I were king of the world, I would sail around the world with Dottie Grant. We would sail around the world, we would type and take dictation wherever we would go. We would work together to solve all the economic problems of the world. Or maybe not. What did we learn tonight? This is what we've learned tonight. We've learned that before you go to the zoo, get your freak on. Get your freak on and get puffed up. We've learned from Geppetto and Shawn, I think that they proved that the market still exists for aging boy bands. So don't give up quite yet, you Backstreet Boys. And maybe there's a possible comeback for the new kids on the block. Although it's hard to come back when you've never been anyplace in the first place. Now this is really important. We've learned that breast implants can be used as flotation devices. So if you find yourself drowning in water, look for a flight attendant or a Playboy bunny. Now we also learned that Dottie Grant is the coolest secretary in the whole wide world. We also learned this, which I think is really important. If you're not a hemorrhoid, then just get off my fucking ass, okay? You know, I am so glad we had this time together just to freak you out and learn a thing or two. It seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to blow this scene. And now, as an oh-so-special goodnight treat, I have for you a Klingon singing a serenade lullaby, just for Vu.
Koi keles puklod, koi puk beth pu, yapo mapo jeshui, se mok chube u, mashu madong e makshok ju, ne peye mashok wa, ko, bat mak shelbet eljok vis bat umedi me karak batutak tu mek melo me shutak, ma oj, ah! Sleep!